What's going on, everybody? It's Mike here from the Garage Beers Podcast, and you know what time it is. Let's have this coffee and talk about the Cavs. And let's talk about the record-setting Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a record-setting edition. It's a morning time edition because I was real tired at the end of the game last night. But it's a record-setting edition of the Cavaliers recap as the Cavaliers start 9-0 for the first time in their franchise history. And special shout-out to Kenny Atkinson, as he is the first NBA head coach to ever start his career with a new team at 9-0, and these boys are just rolling. I got to tell you, I love the 9-0 start to the season. It feels different than if they just went on a random 9-0 run in, December, January, February. This 9-0 run to get your season going, A, it's building confidence within this team that they're doing things the right way, but B, the level of excitement that it has created around this city for this team is incredible. I mean, the conversation in Cleveland right now is that the Cavaliers are a legit NBA title contender. And that is just going to build over the course of the season. Yeah, obviously they're going to lose some games, although I don't know, maybe not. Maybe we're talking 82-0. But they're probably going to lose some games as the season goes. But I don't think you're going to see the dips because you're so high on this team to start. That it's just so fun to have this level of excitement with the Cavaliers. Let's talk about this game for a minute. They go down to New Orleans, and it was a seesaw battle, right? New Orleans started off well, and the Cavaliers did a good job to climb back in the game and get it tied up at the half. But the first half of the game was kind of sloppy, a little slow. The Cavs kind of looked like they were moving in slow motion a little bit. And to be honest, especially the starters, nobody really got off to a great start in this game. It was just kind of a weird, trying to figure it out, work through kind of a sluggish start to the game. And that's the way that game felt. In the second half, Cavaliers did what I love about the Cavs this year is that it feels like they always win the third quarter. And that's so different than Cavaliers teams of the past. They come out of the break and they built a pretty good lead against the Pelicans, but you got to give credit to guys like Jose Alvarado that had like a career game, and Zion and Brandon Ingram, and the Pelicans climbed back into the game and took a lead. But the Cavaliers played much better in the second half. Their energy level was much higher. And in the end, I think what I love the most about the way this team is balanced and the way they play is this. On any given night, any guys can go off, right? But you still do have your number one superstar player in Donovan Mitchell. And in certain nights, when maybe other guys aren't going off, you can turn to him and he can be the superstar that he is. And that's kind of what he did last night. When the Cavaliers needed to get back in that game and they needed to go on a run, Donovan Mitchell was spectacular down the stretch in that game. Karis LeVert was really good, hitting big shots in that game. And really everybody in the second half picked it up. And it's why the Cavaliers won their 9th game in a row to start this season, and it's why they have set a record for the franchise. So Cavaliers get another big win. They beat the Pelicans, and 9-0 sure looks good on this franchise. Let's go for 10-0. I'll talk to you after that game. Until then, cheers and go Cavs.